Okay. Alright, should be good now.
This adventure, like many others, starts in a tavern. You are currently idling away the afternoon in the Stumble Inn, taking a break from the stresses of the world, just relaxing for the sake of relaxing. Now, I'm going to assume that you all come to this tavern independently, off on your adventures, and just think, oh, those are some cool guys. I'm going to sit down next to them and introduce myself. And you all wind up sat at the same table.
Okay.
So the pub is kind of a normal pub. Yeah, there's general chatter, and you don't really want to sit there awkwardly.
Hi.
How's it going?
Okay.
What brings you to
My
this?
name's Kevin.
Kevin. Nice.
Yes.
My name is
What's your name?
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
Yeah.
So like the bird.
Yes, but flay.
So Miss Bouquet.
Tyson.
Yeah, cool. What about you? With the instrument.
I was going to say, I just sat here playing my, I don't know, whatever it's
Lyre?
tapping on my drum. I'm Kelna.
Kelna.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you all.
I'm a very attractive half-elf female.
Oh.
Female
You
half-elf.
named your token Sexy Chris.
Right.
So what brings you all here to the...
Interrupting your chatter, suddenly the general clatter of the inn is joined by the sound of clattering hooves, surprised yelps, and frantic bleating. Before you know it, you find a sheep bounding towards you. The sheep seems to kind of survey the room, looking at everyone in there independently, before rushing over to Kevin and kind of just bleating, "Bah, bah."
Do you know the sheep?
I don't think so. Do I know this sheep?
The sheep is waving in his mouth a scroll. He's waving at you while buying.
I will.
Talented sheep.
The scroll.
You look at the scroll and recognize it as a scroll of speak with animals.
Oh, right. Interesting. I'm assuming they want me to
It
use
kind
it
of like
now.
starts nudging you.
Okay,
and
I'll
barring.
use it to speak with said animal. Do I have to do an ability check? Because I don't think it's one of my...
No, it's a modified scroll, and as soon as you open it, all three of you can understand the sheep. I've done illustrations to go with the story, so I'm going to share one of my illustrations. This is an appropriate time.
Where are you sharing it? Like, you holding it up to the camera, or you putting it?
No, I'm putting it in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, is that Sean the sheep?
It's the cutest sheep you've ever seen. This little sheep that just gave you a scroll of speak to animals. So once you can unravel the scroll and can speak to the sheep, says, oh, finally, some intelligent people. Oh, I thought I'd never have a conversation with intelligent people again. You are intelligent, aren't you? I see the noble blood runs through at least one of your veins. But oh God, oh, where do I begin? It seems quite out of breath, like he's just ran from somewhere. Your adventures, yes?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Excellent. I could really do with some help. But as he starts to tell his story, there is yet another interruption.
Oh, I thought you said the spell fades away.
A loud howling fills the air, accompanied by the sound of angry yells and the occasional scream that seem to be drawing closer and closer. The cause quickly becomes apparent as a huge half-orc swaggers towards you, pushing his way through the crowd without care for anybody standing in his way. In front of him walk what appear to be large wolves wearing iron collars, while a hulking figure in a dirty brown cloak travels in his wake, with footfalls loud enough to be heard over the ruckus. The half-orc sets his small eyes on you and strides forward, with one hand resting on the hilt of a greatsword. That sheep is Master Noakes. He desires to have it back. And looks at you all intently.
I look at the sheep and say, "Do you want to go back?"
Do I want to go back? This man and his associates have held me prisoner for about 2 years. And he looks into a I think I have tokens for these. Let me try and
Oh. Did you draw that?
no. I don't know what I've done with the other token. But oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
No sheep token.
See, I thought I had a sheep token, but I just got to pretend it's there.
Okay.
That particular sheep is of great sentimental value to Mr. Noak, and he'd appreciate it if you just handed him over.
Why though?
Because he's Mr. Noak's sheep.
Interesting.
I think this sheep.
I don't come to your home and steal your sheep.
Do we recognize the name Mr. Noak or everything?
Roll history check.
You're actually quite smart now. No, you're not.
13.
It's all beauty, no brains.
You have no idea who Mr. Noak is.
I turn to the half-orc and I flutter my eyelashes and I say, I think you must be mistaken. This sheep here is actually mine.
Roll a persuasion check.
Don't roll.
19.
I thought that was a 20 at first, and then I leaned in further and I was like, oh.
The orc actually looks at you and looks at the sheep and like, well, where's Master Noakes' sheep?
I think I saw a sheep run past the window, and I just point to whichever window was closest, and I say, like, I think they were going sort of that way, but this sheep was definitely mine. His name's
He
Timmy.
looks around and steps away as if to go before suddenly kind of being halted by the lumbering man in a cloak behind him. The man in the cloak kind of shakes his head a bit, gestures towards you, and the orc looks at him, turns back around and goes, well, my friend here thinks that's Mr. Noakes' sheep.
Maybe you could tell me what's so special and why he's so valuable. If it is Mr. Noakes' sheep, which it isn't because it's mine.
That sheep right there is evil. And Mr. Noak, he's a good man, he is, and he's been protecting the people from the evil sheep.
Is this some greater good thing that's going to
The
start
greater
happening?
good.
That's where I feel like this is heading. Oh,
I look to the
Next
sheep.
illustration has been released. Not all of it came in.
I just don't know.
It didn't all fit on the page.
Is that the half orc?
That is the half orc.
Okay.
I give a glance to the person that's behind him, like behind the half orc, and then back to the half orc, and I say, "Is that Mr. Noak?"
No, that's not Mr. Noak. That's another one of Mr. Noak's bodyguards, if you will.
So it takes 2 of you and 2 wolves to get this sheep back.
He's a very evil sheep.
Why though? Why is he an evil sheep? I don't understand.
Can I do insight on whether he actually believes that it's evil?
Yeah. Roll, yeah.
19?
The man genuinely believes that this sheep should be kept locked up.
I go near the sheep and I start like petting its head and be like, "You're not an evil sheep, right?"
Matt, he kind of enjoys it. But he says, "Of course I'm not evil. Mr. Noak, he's evil. He kept me locked up for 2 years. God, thank goodness I escaped. You cannot let me go back with that imbecile of an orc."
Try my best.
Smart sheep.
Just fight him. The orc kind of gets agitated when he sees you talking to the sheep, and he kind of steps forward and he goes, "Stop plotting with that sheep and give him back to me." I'm losing the accent. I can't do it. And he gestures to the 2 wolves to go and get the sheep. So I'm going to imagine that the sheep are. I'll see if I can get a sheep token. I'll just use Aurora's token. Aurora can be the sheep.
Aurora's now a sheep.
And the sheep, the wolves kind of start going behind towards where the sheep is.
I'd like to step in front of this one
Okay.
and say, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
The wolf growls at you.
I
But
growl.
don't I have speak with
I
animals still? I
teeth.
can still speak to it. Like, what did it say?
Fuck you.
As you listen intently to the wolf, you're not getting any animal speech.
Is it draconic?
No, that doesn't work. Hang on. Yeah, you do get animal speech. And it goes, "Just move out of the way."
I'm gonna throw a dagger at the not gonna hit it or try to attack it, but just like right in front of the other wolf, trying to stop his movement to the sheep.
I suppose I'll get you to roll for attack for the floorboard.
Okay.
But I don't know. What if you miss horribly?
Natural one and it goes straight through the wolf's skull.
That is a 22 to hit the floorboard.
Yeah, right in front of the wolf,
Okay.
just between its two front paws,
All right.
and then and it halts in its track.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the orc does see this as a sign of aggression
Okay.
and attack the lizard closest to him.
What?
Can I attack you?
Okay.
Heaven knows.
Oh, now I have to roll things.
The fun part.
Is this initiative or
Initiative after.
A surprise attack.
Does 16 hit?
No.
Ooh.
It's my buff. He goes to attack you with the greatsword that his hand was resting on, but he seems to misjudge the distance, and it just kind of lightly scrapes against you. And now you'll need to roll for initiative.
I don't know what I'm gonna do though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what did you roll?
22.
what did you get, Brett?
31 natural 20.
I figured. I
It's
thought
okay.
that you'd both got natural 20.
Yeah, but Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Okay, Grace.
22.
Okay, Chris.
13.
What's your dex score?
Mine.
Yeah.
Two
Plus
plus 2.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I read the wrong thing. Ignore me.
Okay, Brett, it is your go first.
Alrighty. I'm gonna say that wasn't a smart move, and I'm gonna throw my dagger at the half orc.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yoy. That's a 17 to hit.
There's so much pain.
That hits.
Okay. Now, when do I get sneak attack, or do I just choose?
If someone's
have no idea.
Sneak attack is if someone else is within 5 feet of him, so you do get it because he's up next to
Kevin?
Kevin.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm gonna need it. Makes sense. "15 points of damage. And that is my turn.
So depressing that we
Okay,
have
great.
one action.
The dude that tried to attack me, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds and try to hit him.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, can I borrow some d6s? I forgot. I only took one set.
How many do you need?
3 from you.
3 from me.
Two of these. Oh my gosh. I've never had to roll this much damage on
Ooh.
these. Oh, this is sad.
Wow, yeah, they are.
Oh wait. Wrong dice.
What
I
did you
was
actually
looking
need?
at the D10s.
D10.
I'll just use them.
Oh yeah, I did a picture of the wolves as well, but I can't draw wolves. I can only draw sheepdogs.
26 points of damage.
Hmm. A level 5. Nice.
Oh, that was a level 1 spell.
That's just level 1 spell. I was like, that's just a cantrip.
I was hoping it would be a cantrip, but it wasn't. And then let me
Anything
see.
else?
Let me just check my bonus actions. Oh. I would like to make a bite attack as a bonus action.
With your hungry jaws.
Against that person
Uh,
that tried to
okay.
attack me. Oh, this might not hit. We'll see.
What was it? Sorry.
14 to hit.
14 just misses.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. That's the end of my turn. Actually, where am I?
Chris, it is your turn.
I am going to. I'm just going to use my rapier on this wolf that's in front of me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
10.
That doesn't hit.
And I'm done. That's
Okay. The wolf that you just tried to hit attempts to bite you. $17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 5 points of damage. And you need to make a strength saving throw.
You miss Cantusi.
I do miss Cantusi, you're right. 13.
The wolf jumps at you, latches on, and attempts to rip you down, but you shake him off.
Nice.
Ending that wolf's turn and going to the other wolf that's by the half orc, and it moves around to attempt to get the sheep. To get the sheep.
Attack of opportunity, please.
Yeah,
Okay.
leaving you to get an attack of opportunity.
From there,
Oh, I
right?
thought it was going. So it's not going out of your melee.
But he went past my. He went into my melee and then out of it.
No, it's not. It's going around you.
He still went.
Okay, sure.
Well, dude, okay. I'm gonna do Toll the Dead because I took Warcraft. So I believe
Okay.
that it should work.
Nice.
That is a Wisdom saving throw, please. 15 is the DC, so we'll see how wise this will. Hopefully not.
It fails the saving throw.
Also, has this wolf been damaged? I don't think
No.
it has.
Mm.
Just making sure.
Only the orc's been damaged.
That's cool. So that's 2d8. Oh, that's sad. 5 points of damage. Sad.
Attack of opportunity though. So.
And it was a cantrip to be there.
Yeah. And you're level 5.
And the wolf goes for the sheep. He just kind of takes the pain that you gave him and it's like, ignore it. The sheep is my priority. And as it goes for the sheep, unfortunately, it's shocked too much by the attack of opportunity to actually grab it. Moving on to the turn of the mysterious looming figure in the back, and it kind of lumbers forward very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. And as it's right in front of you, Kevin, it shrugs off its coat, and it turns out it's actually a bear standing up.
Sorry, ignore me.
And it doesn't appreciate its wolf friend being attacked, so it attempts to attack you. Ten to hit.
No.
No, it doesn't hit you. And that is the bear's turn. And we're going to come round to the sheep. The sheep's been bleating madly this whole time, in terror. Its little knobbly knees are shaking. And it kind of like tries to stand up and hit the sheep with its little hooves. And it hits.
Yay.
Oh, the wrong dice. Dealing 5 points of damage. Now this wolf is looking rough now.
Rough.
Yeah. And now it's Guz's turn, the half-orc. And he kind of looks a little bit panicky that a full-scale riot has broken out, or so it seems, in the pub. He only came for the sheep. And he tries to persuade all of you to stop. He shouts, "Stop!" Yeah, no, in a Bristol accent. Stop! Stop! Stop!
It's okay, darling.
Are you gonna? I don't know.
Insight
That's for
check.
him to find out.
Yeah,
And
stop.
he takes a step away, leading another chance for an attack of opportunity.
Insight check. Is he actually wanting us to stop? 'Cause
Okay,
I'm not
roll an
I
insight check.
believe him. Oh, that's sad, but it's still an 11. It's not terrible.
You kind of get the hint that maybe he'd rather not fight, but he still would fight. Like,
Right. Let me look at my actions.
and as he steps back, kind of, he just shouts, "We just want the sheep. We just want the sheep." And it goes back to Brett's round.
No, I think I'm just gonna say, well, you can't have the sheep, and I'm gonna throw my dagger at him again.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh. Went from a 1 to a 19. 19 plus 27 hit.
19 plus 27.
Yeah, that is.
This wouldn't be sneak attack though.
No.
Oh god, another 1 again. Only 6 points of damage. And that's my turn.
Okay, Grace.
Hello. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to can you click the pink thing? What's the pink thing?
That's Brett.
Okay. And,
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
No, Flamingo.
Well, I feel very boxed in right now, so I'm gonna go for Mr. Orkman.
The wolf was low. You could
I'm
get
gonna
rid of
bite the wolf and hope that I actually do a lot more damage than last time.
Roll to hit.
Action. Can't remember. 11. I think that actually might hit. 11? No?
Yep.
Yay. Okay, and that is a D6. 3 points of damage.
Yeah, that is dead. I think I got the AC confused earlier for the wolf.
As in, it wasn't 11.
Yeah. Oh well, I was reading the stats for something else.
Did you give yourself temporary hit points?
What?
You temporary hit points for that?
Yeah, I do. No, that was in a bonus action.
Yeah, no, you did that. You used that last time.
But it didn't hit.
It didn't?
No.
Oh. Fair enough.
Because I was upset it didn't
So
hit.
you've used it, haven't you?
I don't know, because it didn't hit.
But that says if it hits.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
We good?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me just look at bonus actions real quick. Hmm.
I also have no idea how to like balance out fights.
Well,
I don't know if like too easy, too hard. I don't know.
if it seems like it's taking too long, reduce the hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna have some fun. And I'm going to.
I mean, you weren't already having fun.
Very annoying. I'm going to use my War Priest thing. Because I haven't used a bonus action. No, I haven't yet. Cool. And I'm going to attack again. Who else is around? I'm going to attack the bear. It doesn't say I have to use the exact same one. So I'm going to use.
That wolf is
My
dead,
war-
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna use
yeah.
my Warhammer.
You got a
to attack
warhammer?
it. Yeah. I really wish my strength was higher because this +5 is really hurting my feelings.
I thought you're just like a normal wizard.
Natural 20.
Oh, okay, that hits.
Oh, I haven't had this many natural 20s in a while.
D8.
Thanks. D- 6 points of damage.
Okay. The bear just kind of crumbles a bit and stands back up. Doesn't look, massively hurt.
That's fine. Just getting started.
Going on to Chris, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hit this wolf again.
Maybe you should. Oh wait, you can't. Never mind.
With my rapier.
Okay, what do you try and hit it with?
With the rapier.
Roll to hit.
22.
That hits.
That is 5 points of damage.
Have you used your new dice yet?
No,
Why?
don't know. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna look at Kevin. And I'm gonna say, I'm not good at melee. Songs are my thing, but you're good with your teeth. So get biting. And inspire you.
Wow, really? Would never have guessed.
I literally just wrote that.
Nice.
I've put a little inspiration thing for that. Is yours only for ability check? Attack rolls, okay. Okay.
Does that end your turn?
That is the end of my turn. That's a D8.
Since you're blocking the path to the sheep, then the wolf is going to attempt to bite you. Eight to hit.
No. That misses.
It misses you completely. Yeah. It's nowhere near. It doesn't do anything else, so it moves on to the bear's turn.
To be fair, guys, I'm not an actual lizard. I'm a lizard folk. It's a different. Just to put that out
The only
there.
lizard there was on the
Oh
token.
yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying because in case you want to just bite me and just eat me whole, that's not a thing that could happen. I don't think.
Multi-attack can be used at any time, right? Just like as an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
He's birthday tomorrow.
Okay, so it uses a multi-attack on the lizard. The first one, it attempts to bite. 8 to hit.
No. I'm gonna like
Oh.
put my tongue out in like a very haha way.
And then 16 to hit.
No. Sus, yeah.
No, it kind of tries to scratch at your face and misses completely as well.
Oh, look its
Um,
nose.
And then it uses its free action to roar like ah. I don't know what sounds bears make.
Do we understand it?
Yeah. It's an annoyed but rather common language grunt, like less roary and more grunty. Moving on to the half orc. Kind of, yeah. Half orc clambers onto the table and makes an attack at what's your name again? Flamingo.
Flay.
Hey.
Flamingo. Rather annoyed that after it tried to make peace, it was attacked with a throwing knife.
Okay. So am I getting attacked? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That hits.
It's to hit you with its greatsword. Oh, I'm rolling the wrong dice again. How does Nicole keep track of all these things? 11 points of damage.
Alrighty.
That's
I'm gonna uncanny dodge and take half that.
Okay.
So what is that? 6? 5?
Was it
11?
We round down. We round down, so 5.
Yeah.
Righty. Ow.
And it goes back to your turn, Flamingo.
Okay. Well, since he attacked me, I'm gonna attack him back, and I'm just gonna stab him with my dagger now. And that is a 20 to hit, not natural.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's sneak attack, right? You're near me?
Yes. Yeah. I give you.
God, what is it with the ones? 6. 17 points of damage. And that's my turn.
Is that the end of his life as well?
Oh. He's a beefy half-orc.
See, I don't know what spells to use because I'm scared that we're going to do something straight away and then I'll just be out. Oh.
Oh. Kevin, it is your turn.
Okay. Kevin is going to let's go on my actions again. Who's near me?
None of us have moved, so.
Yeah, but like the half orc move. How's the bear looking?
Looking sturdy. It's a big, beefy bear. You know.
Is that so? Well, I'm going to oh, give me a second. Let me just make sure I'm reading this correctly so I don't say the wrong thing. Oh, okay. So, yes, thank you. Can you do a 15 feet radius, please? Just to see how far.
So
What?
it's everyone.
That's lovely. I'm going to cast Spiritual Guardians at 3rd level. And it's not going to affect my friends. And all of the foes have to make a wisdom saving throw. And that's, what's it called? 15 DC.
Okay.
What's it do?
3d8,
Okay.
but half if they succeed.
Wisdom, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The orc fails.
Nice.
Just one.
The bear fails.
They all fail.
And the wolves succeed.
Oh. Oh, those are nice rolls. 20 points of damage to the 7, 7, and 6. It's
Yeah.
20. Thank you.
I thought it was 7, 6, and 6.
Anyway, so yeah, 10 to the wolves and the 20 to everyone else.
The, what does that spell do?
What spell? The one I just mentioned
Yeah.
that I'm doing. It is when you cast this spell, you can designate any number of creatures you see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time, it's on its turn or starts its turn there. It must make on the start of their turn they take this damage, but they don't take it now. But
Unless they're evil.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, if they're evil, it's necrotic damage. If
Yeah.
they're good or neutral, it's radiant damage.
yeah, and it's concentration because
So,
it lasts up to 10.
so do they have to leave the area
Yeah.
now if they want to? I know, because it's
No.
the start of their
Yeah.
turn, so they take the damage anyway.
Yeah.
If they're alive.
Mm-hmm. Fun stuff, right?
Okay. So I'll do the damage when their turn starts.
Oh, and my spirit guardians, they are
Other lizards.
flies.
Flies.
Yeah.
Because you eat
Suddenly the room, on top of all the bang and growling and general clatter, is filled with an incessant buzzing noise.
Wasps.
Okay, what?
Wasps.
Even
Yeah.
more
murder
intense buzzing.
hornets.
Baskin bees.
Okay, is that everything on your turn?
I want to say yeah, but let me just check since you asked. My bonus actions. Oh, you could. Oh, I thought you had it up for a second. Bonus action. You know what? Should I do? Is that concentration spell? Is spiritual weapon a concentration spell?
So,
I think so.
If there's, I won't do it. But
what level is it?
second.
No.
Hmm. Do you know what? You know what? I won't do anything. Just for now. I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm alright.
Okay, then Helena, it is your turn.
Okay. Am I able to travel to there without getting hit? Like, 'cause I'm staying within melee of both of
Yeah, sure. You kind of squeeze past them using your stealth elf build.
Okay, so I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna cast Thunderclap. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna clap.
YMCA.
And they need to make a Constitution saving throw of 15.
Each creature within range other than you.
What?
Everywhere.
Yeah, so it's 5 feet.
The range is 5 feet.
So it's
Where are you?
that one and that one.
I didn't realise where you were.
It's just the wolf and the orc.
The orc passes.
I figured he might.
To be fair, they're probably quite high constitution. That's what I hate about spells a lot. Our constitution.
The wolf fails.
Okay, so the wolf takes 2d6 damage. 7 damage.
Assuming the half-orc doesn't take any damage.
No, half-orc doesn't take any. And also, that noise is...
As you clap and the sound of thunder fills the room, the wolf's ears like explode and it slumps to the floor, dead.
That noise is heard up to 100 feet away.
Right. That was smart.
And then I'm gonna turn to Flay, and I'm gonna
Wow, Sean named this as well.
Flay with your dagger. You are pretty good. Now hurry up and kill that bear with a hood.
Nice.
I still haven't used mine yet.
As a result of your actions.
What's the R for?
Right, was that your turn, Chris?
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay, there are no wolves left.
Hey.
As the bear's turn starts, it is suddenly seemingly overtaken by damage as all the wasps attack it and pierce it, and it's looking really not good at the moment. Just limping a bit, but it's still got a little bit of fight left in him.
For now.
Oh.
So the bear I thought it was bothering me a little bit. The bear attempts to perform another multi-attack on Kevin. One at 13 to hit.
Nope.
And the second one 9 to hit.
Nope.
And it just misses completely. Moving on to the orc's turn, and again, as soon as the orc is ready to fight, the wasps swarm him, piercing him kind of constantly with their little stingers, and he collapses to the floor.
Hey.
Nice.
I don't think I have
A dead orc.
a dead orc. Or is he dead?
Oh.
So you'll have to find out.
After the break.
And it moves on to who's it next? Flamingo again.
Oh, right, the thingy, the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess. I think I'm gonna move.
Lack of opportunity.
From who?
I was joking about doing it myself.
I'm gonna attack the bear. I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yeah, I'll use it. What's your inspiration dice? 8?
D8, yeah.
Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Sneak attack. Ooh, 2 finally. That's 7. 17 points of damage.
As you stab the bear, it collapses on the ground, dead, displayed like one of those bear rugs that you find.
I'm gonna whisper in its ear and say, "Been flayed."
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't respond.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're out of initiative.
Luke. The half orc.
Yeah, you go and pat down all the animals, but they're not holding anything on them.
I'm gonna go to the sheep and say, "Alright, you need to start talking and
I'm
tell us."
also gonna go to the sheep.
Oh my goodness, that was rather scary. And he kind of bleats with every word. He seems to be getting quite frantic. It's like, good job I had you adventures around with me. Quite a safe day. He's kind of calming down a little bit. He says, I suppose I better explain myself.
That would be helpful.
You see, I have this written down somewhere. You see, back in my time when I was not a sheep, I was a rather renowned visitor. You see, I am Funather Shinebright, and I have been trapped in this body for 2 years now, ever since my apprentice stole my wand.
Do we know that name?
Roll a history check.
Can we all do
Oh.
one?
Yeah, everyone can.
6.
I'm probably not going to do any better. It's not life.
Oof.
History, yeah?
Yeah.
Well then. 20 total.
Oh.
That's a natural 19. I'm not actually that smart.
I rolled a 2 natural 1.
You recognize. Okay. Flamingo and Kalna have never heard of him, but Kevin recognizes the name as someone who was kind of a rather local hero. They often helped out around the city and further area, using their magic to help solve problems, which
Like
mainly
Merlin.
involved, yeah, maybe. Apart from it mainly involved turning things into rabbits, like, and occasionally other things. Like, say he's often called out when there's a blocked road caused by a landslide off a mountain, and he waves his arms in the air and performs his magic, and all the rocks turn into bunnies and scatter away, clearing the path. Yeah, words kind of been spread a little bit far about this great wizard, Shinebright.
Shine bright? Is that what you're saying?
I think that I've forgotten his name. Shinebright.
Okay.
Another Shinebright.
Okay. Do you have any idea how we could maybe possibly help you get out of this body?
Yes, yes, please. I will pay whatever needs to be paid. I will do whatever needs to be done. You see, I am quite skilled at magic in my normal form. We need to go back to my house, which has been taken over by
By what?
Noke.
Oh,
Oh.
Hmm. 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 Were you cursed?
My own magic was used against me. You see, my most powerful and rarest artifact was stolen from me by my apprentice,
Hmm.
and he used it against me and now uses it for his own gain.
So I'm assuming
He
a
goes on to
room.
say, those animals that you saw were no mere beasts. They were guards employed by Noke and transfigured to make them fiercer, more determined to their task.
So what would we be up against if we helped you out?
Says, luckily for you, I know the layout of my own home exactly.
That's helpful.
Noke, while being an okay wizard and of some renown, is not rich. He has nowhere near as many resources at his disposal as I did. So I expect only a few guards, maybe as many as were here, as well as Noke himself, of course, who is a wizard. So you will be up against a spellcaster.
Hmm.
Any weaknesses?
Alas, none that you could exploit. Maybe his own greed. He would do anything to prevent me from being turned back into a human, but I implore you, I would do anything tenfold to be turned back.
Can I
Name the price and it is yours.
insight to make see if he's actually wealthy or like well, is he
Yeah.
telling you the truth? Ugh. That is an 8. I don't think.
You can. You kind of get the gist that, yeah, he's he at least was flash with his money when he was not a sheep. You can't tell whether he's telling the truth or not about rewarding you.
Okay.
is there anyone else still in this pub?
Most of the customers have now fled.
Is the
Uh,
barkeep
the
still
only
around?
person left is the barkeep, who's still got a kind of a glass in his hand and a thing, just kind of stood there staring at you all, and all of the new bodies now decorating his floor.
I would like to go over to the barkeep, put my arm around him, and sort of walk him away from
The scene.
the scene, telling him that everything's gonna be okay now. Like all of the bad is dead. We'll come back and sort this out later, but we have somewhere to go first.
He
All
just
I
kind
want,
of follows along with your pale face.
all I want from you is information about Mr. Noak and the wizard that used to live here a few years ago, Mr. Shine Bright.
Like a diamond.
Oh, God, I do know that. I've run out of accents. Yes, the wizard Shane Break, was it? He was at Nox's master. Noak was his apprentice. Yes, they haven't heard of Shine Bright in a while now, but he was up and down here all the time 2 years ago. I don't really know much about him myself. I think that orc there was one of Noak's friends.
Was. So Mr. Noak doesn't cause trouble around here. Just keeps himself to himself.
Truth be told, I haven't seen him in a long time. No, nor Shine Bright.
Okay. And Shinebright was a good man.
Well, he definitely helped out the townspeople a lot. I went around to all the cities doing his bit, but between you and me, he was a little bit insufferable. But each to their own.
Can I just roll insight to make sure all of this seems legit? What he's saying.
Yep.
Can anything really sound legit?
12.
Especially with that roll.
You get the impression that Barkeep didn't really think much of Shine Bright as a person, but he was telling the truth about Shine Bright helping the cities a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a gold and say thank you, and then just walk away.
How sweet.
He kind of puts the piece in his pocket and nods and just kind of goes back to the bar and just kind of looks around like, oh, what am I going to do now?
You're poor.
I didn't do my currency because I didn't think there would be much point. But
I actually have 10 times that. Oh, I haven't even done that. Sorry. Continue.
To you guys, what you do now?
Not sure.
So, well, we should probably ask the sheep where his home is. Figure out.
You agree then? You'll transform me back.
Sure.
You just need my
Try.
wand. I can take you to my home.
Are you sure you're...
Mr. Milk has your wand, correct?
Yes.
Off we go.
I don't know.
Following the sheep.
The
Flamingo
The sheep.
seems a bit unsure about it.
I'm gonna down my beer or ale and say, alright, I'm in.
the sheep turns around and kind of canters outside the tavern and leads you out of the city. A few miles out of town, the sheep darts off along a path between a gap in two bushes. It looks kind of like quite a well-trodden little path, a dirt path winding between tall trees. And you soon come to what looks like a sentry post. There's no one in it. Do you investigate?
What's my investigation?
That's what I'm checking.
We all have +1.
Oh. We all have +1, and we all have the same hit points.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we investigate as a group.
Yes.
You kind of traipse over towards this tree with a sentry platform, and you kind of all notice that there's this thick, viscous gloop running down the bark of the tree, but no one there.
I'm gonna stick my dagger in it and kind of like look at it closer to see if I can figure out what it is.
It's kind of translucent, looks a bit jellyish.
I have nothing
The
to help
sheep
with
bars at you and never mind that. We need to go and get my wand.
that. What is it?
Okay.
Sheep. What's his name? Shining. Shine Bright.
Shine bright.
Mr. Bright.
Yeah.
Sir Bright.
No,
Yeah,
his name's Mr. Shine Bright.
I'm being comical. What is it though?
he looks and says, "Gloop,
Gloop.
Right.
gloop." I don't know.
Interesting. Hmm.
And he kind of turns to carry on down the path. Do you follow?
Perception check. Just to look for anything untoward.
Okay.
The most I'll roll. Well, not roll.
While nobody's looking, I am going to taste the liquid.
Taste. It was a 7. I was gonna say it's cocked, but I think it is.
No, it's not.
Because of how it landed, I thought it was, but it's not. So
You don't notice a miss. You don't think there's anything there that's kind of in stealth or spying on you. Just
mhm.
it fully appears that it's just you three and the sheep.
Are there any stones nearby?
There are kind of twigs.
I'm gonna throw a twig
Where?
along
Where?
the path before going in.
It just kind of lands on the path.
Is the sentry point like it's up high, right?
Yeah, but you
It's-
could see it coming in that there's nothing on top of it.
feel like
Just
there's
a
gonna be a
gloopy tree
slime.
bark.
What did Flay taste when he tasted the gloop?
Globe.
It tasted kind of meh, like prison gruel, or just it was food, kind of jellyish texture, and it didn't really taste that much. It wasn't disgusting.
Okay.
I'd like to quickly climb up onto the sentry point to see if I can find where the source of the gloop is. Is it coming from inside
Okay.
the tree?
That'd be an athletics check.
Can't it be
Yeah,
acrobatics?
yeah. Make an athletics check.
That's cocked.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really unfortunate because it looked like it would be a good one.
7.
You get halfway up the tree and fall down.
Can I try and catch her for the band?
Yeah, make I don't know.
Probably
Acrobatics,
athletics
maybe?
again.
Oh, pit. Oh wait, it's the same thing.
Dexterity
Yeah,
saving.
yeah. Athletics.
18.
Yep, you catch her.
I look at her and I say,
And then I drop her.
Yeah, it'll land on the floor with a thud.
But you won't take any full damage. Teaching you a lesson.
I thank her through gritted teeth.
You're welcome. And I will walk away down the path.
The
So-
track continues through the sparse woodland for perhaps a mile, and suddenly you're graced by the rather surprising sight of Shine Bright's house through the treetops. And there's a little description, I think.
I think we should stealth.
Rather than stone or glass, the house before you seems to have been formed from the living branches of 4 sturdy oak trees. These have been shaped and woven to create 3 thick platforms. The lowest of these platforms is roughly 40 feet across and sits about 10 feet from the ground. The only obvious route up is a gentle slope formed of roots and branches that connects roughly with the main path. Branches curl around its base, creating a rough bowl shape around it. From where you stand, it's possible to see flowers and small trees growing around its edge. By far the largest of the 3 platforms is the middle one, which looks to be around 60 feet across. It's about 20 feet above the ground and fully enclosed with a wall formed from twisting branches. You can see evenly spaced window-sized gaps as well as what appears to be a door at the point closest to the garden platform. The final tallest platform is roughly 30 feet above the ground and is much smaller than the others. It looks to be linked to the central platform by another small slope. Scattered beneath the platforms are 2 small wooden huts and a large outhouse. I'll put that description in the chat. And I need to move the map in a second as well. Has that map changed for you all?
No.
Not yet.
Oh no, this is going to be complicated, isn't it?
Oh,
Okay.
Has
there
it
it
changed
is.
now?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I figured it's too much effort to do like the dark view and all that. I already have to learn too much. Where do you emerge from?
I don't know. Why you
Stay
scroll?
like down in the corner.
So why don't you just put the whole thing on the screen?
Find the lizard again. Oh, I've got cooler lizards. Do you want to be red or blue?
Oh, red.
Ooh.
Oh, I've got a sheep as well.
Yeah.
That's a sheep.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. I'm just gonna look up and all and say, "This is where you live."
Yes, this is my house. Many years of centuries almost. But alas, within the last 2 years, it has become my prison.
Celsia.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Um,
About your predicament. Sorry.
I'm rather looking forward to being back into living as a wizard rather than a sheep.
should
So
we
these
stealth?
3 circles are layers with the little ramps going up.
So I'm assuming like this is the first layer, this is the second layer, and this is the third.
Yes.
I'd say stealthing would be a good idea.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for stealth.
Oh, I'm scared.
Mm.
Natural 1
It was a 17 and it rolled back
to a natural 1.
to a 3.
Okay, then we're kind of
So-
okay.
8.
That's cocked.
That's 100% cut.
That's so annoying, but good because it's on a 7 and a 1 as well. That would have been stress. 15.
Moving as a party, you're not massively stealthy.
Yeah.
What did you get?
The lizard kind
7.
of
Play.
slithers along.
Wait, you got 7. So did you get a natural 1?
8. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm a fluorescent pink bugbear. I stick out.
You can see right now 2 apes, and they seem to be playing a game of dice on the ground with a kind of a very big pair of dice.
Playing a game of craps, huh?
Should we avoid them or should we
I mean,
kill them?
we can try and avoid them.
Yeah.
Where?
I mean,
Oh, should I roll stealth for the sheep?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Where are the sheep? Got too many pieces of paper. Yeah, you got 6.
oh,
You're all annoying.
I turn to Shine Bright and I say, so where does Mr. Nook normally reside?
In my house.
But, like, you know, if we're going to do this right, we need to go straight to him. And
Well, there's only one way in. You have to follow up the garden and then to the main house in the middle and up to the bedroom at the top. My labs are in the main house. He may be working in there.
okay. Then that's where we go.
I'm trying to avoid, right?
Do you go straight up the steps?
Yeah.
If that's the only way in, then
Yeah.
yes.
Try to.
As you're walking up the steps, you hear kind of like the toilet flushing, and air wanders out of the little toilet box, and it kind of just looks at you a bit surprised, and then kind of like, I'm surprised bear noise.
It's a bare necessity.
And you understand him, and it's like, huh?
I ask, are you happy?
Deep question.
Does this lifestyle fulfill you? Then back me up.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button.
I give myself guidance.
He kind of stops as if to wonder, and he says, I'm not unhappy, but you know, work's work.
What if we told you you didn't have to work?
Anymore. You could be a free bear.
I flutter my eyelashes.
How would I feed my kids?
The same way most bears do?
I don't.
He looks at you and says, kind of a confused look, like, my kids aren't bears.
Yeah, it's like a polymorph. It's the same as what was happening with the wolves. Surely it's better for your kids to be proud of who you are instead of, siding with a tyrant.
Master Noak.
Yeah.
Oh, he treats his staff well.
I could give him one of my
Do you shush your face?
515 million
But
gold.
do you prefer him to the previous master?
I only ever worked for Mr. Noak.
Have you heard of his previous?
He hired on a
master?
troop of us, guard his estate. Some odd stipulations that higher paid than usual.
What stipulations?
He looks at you like, "Come on, isn't it obvious?" He looks at him like, "I'm a bear." Like,
So he's a furry?
Oh my gosh.
he doesn't understand the concept of what you're talking about. Yeah, I am rather furry.
What if we could tell you that if you let us go, the old master that resides here could get you whatever you wanted?
Let you go. I'm not keeping you anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll.
Can you go on my sheet? I can't remember to go on it. 7, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so smart. 20 total.
As far as you can tell, he's not trying to restrain you at the moment. He seems a bit confused about why you're here.
Okay.
We're just here for a meeting with
You
Mr.
don't know
Noak.
that information.
Roll a persuasion check.
See, if you mess up now, it is all on you.
The apes have noticed what's going on and have kind of
Was it worth
joined
it?
the bear.
Was it worth it?
Can I use luck?
Luck?
Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Can I use luck multiple times?
Yes, you can.
Can I use
Mm.
luck again? Okay, 22 on persuasion.
Are you proud of yourself?
The bear kind of looks again shocked, as like, "Oh, I didn't know he had any meetings."
He
Says,
does.
I'll go get him. Follow me.
No,
And
it's
he kind
fine.
of plods
We know
along.
where he is. You stay here. We know where he is. It's fine.
He says, No, I insist.
No,
You're proud of yourself.
I insist. Has
You're
this
proud of
hang on? Has this conversation been going on for more than a minute?
Yes.
In that case,
No, it hasn't been a minute since you rolled the persuasion check.
No, just the conversation, the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, no, I don't think I can get away with that because I've not performed.
Mm.
Never mind. Okay.
Do you follow the bear up?
Yes.
You played us. It's all your fault.
Okay, he goes and I'll move all of you up. Have you got control of your characters?
No, I don't
The
know.
sheep just kind of stays there.
Oh. It's a trap.
Oh, I gave them a water crisp by mistake, I think.
Hey.
The bear kind of pounds on the door. She tries to be gentle, but
He's a
doesn't really
bear.
work.
Quick question.
And yep.
Is there a wall in between, like on the sides of these ramps going up?
You mean like here?
Yeah. Or is it just like a chill environment? Walls.
Don't think so.
So, in theory, if I was strong
No,
enough, I
it's
could
a
push the
gentle
bear.
slope formed of roots.
Oh,
You can try.
so if I push the bear, it wouldn't really do anything with it. He'll just be angry.
You can try.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Gotta be
I
pretty
was just
strong.
wondering. I thought it'd be fun. I'm not doing it. But I'm gonna
So,
roll just for dance for myself.
So yeah, so suddenly you hear numerous locks kind of unclinking, and finally what sounds like a big wooden beam being taken off the door, and it blasted open,
Yeah.
and
You wouldn't have been able to get in it.
and this man in wizard robes and a little crooked hat, a human who looks about 50. What do you want?
Mr.
Uh,
He
Milk.
goes, oh no, he's talking to the bear.
Oh.
I know.
And the bear says, visitors, Mr. Milk. Visitors? What? And then the bear just kind of walks away, leaving him to it, and stands there in the clearing. Do I have a little wizard?
Don't need to click on me.
You can use yourself. Oh, okay.
And he looks at you and says, meeting?
Yes, Mr. Milk.
I wanted a hug.
I step forward.
Oh, I'm going to change the accent I'm doing for now. I want to keep it diverse. Meeting? What meeting?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's more of a chat.
And a hug.
Can we come in?
No. Why would I invite you into my home?
I'm gonna hug him, but like rugby tackle hug, so he's like,
Okay.
but like
Roll
in a nice
strength.
way, not in a horrible way. I'd
He
you know,
no. Yeah.
7.
He easily kind of breaks out of your hug and takes a step back.
See, but now we're gonna have access to the room because he stepped back.
I wanted him to invite us in.
Why? You're not a vampire.
What are you doing?
Um,
And then he kind of looks around and spots the sheep in the distance. Is that my sheep?
it is actually. We were
In the
in
neighborhood.
what was? Do we know what the
Tavern.
village was called?
Mm.
We were
No.
in the local village.
Local village.
We witnessed a group of bandits trying to steal the sheep, and they ended up killing your orc friend and the wolves and
Gus?
the
What?
bear.
What's happened to Gus?
I mean, I can only say what I saw, and it seemed as though he fell in a battle. But we overheard
Roll a
him.
deception check.
Big money, no money. And I'm like, wait, before you roll. Yes, it was a very traumatic experience. And I give him guidance, which is an extra D4. Huh?
Her,
What did I say?
him.
But you're the one rolling it. That's why I got
You said you put
confused.
your hand on
That's why I got
my character.
I'm
to
so
give me
sorry.
guidance, and I am a her.
I'm sorry.
an extra D4.
It's gonna be a good roll. 28.
28, yeah.
Look at me now, your character better than you.
He
Still getting the gender wrong.
he looks dejected. How did he die?
The bandits, there was lots of them. He took down 2 or 3, but he was just overrun. But we did hear him, like when he was approaching to get the sheep back, that it was the sheep belonged to you, so we brought it back here to you.
Oh, thank you most kindly. How can I possibly repay you?
Well, we were wondering if there
The
was.
apes start moving towards the sheep.
We were wondering if there was some kind of reward for this, you know. And I'm gonna edge closer towards him.
No flittering of your eyelids.
No.
Eyelashes, sorry.
At this point, he seems to trust you. He's deeply upset. He invites you all in. Come, we'll sit down. We'll have a cup of tea.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh wow. Sorry.
I'm gonna stand with him. I assume he's making a cup of tea. And so, what does the sheep mean to
Do
you?
you all
Obviously-
follow him inside? So I'll say that again. Sorry.
Oh, what does the sheep mean to you? Obviously, it means a lot that you lost men to it. At least you had that risk.
Oh, the sheep's been around for ages. Couldn't bear to see him loose.
Hmm.
But what's so special about a sheep? A man with a house this big, you could just go and buy another.
Do people not enjoy having their own little pets?
I suppose.
You don't say that about a man's dog, do you?
I mean,
Fair point.
as I'm stood here with him, hang on, actually. Yep, as I'm stood here with him,
Are you all inside now?
have you followed in?
Not yet. I have a plan.
Wait, you're still outside.
Yeah.
We're in here.
Oh!
Is it-
I'll go up to the next door.
You'll stand here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm stood like next to him. I'm gonna I've had my hand on him a few times to comfort him about this such traumatic experience. I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse. And
Okay.
he has to do a Wisdom 15 save.
And while he's doing that, because I had a plan of just making sure that I could do it, I'd like to do locate object on this wand. Do I have enough information on it?
19 wisdom.
Hmm.
You
Do you try and stealthily cast locate
Well,
object?
I'm outside the door, so I wasn't sure if I could.
Oh, the door's open.
Right.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Say what it does. I don't think he knows that I've done it, even with a.
Oh no, I mean, actually, I don't know.
Actually, hang on. Can I use luck on that? I don't know how. I know I can use luck on an attack roll against me, but can I use luck on him
to make it
to?
disadvantage? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It doesn't say.
If you can, then I'd assume. It's made against you. No, I don't think that counts.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, bestow curse just fails. He doesn't know that I've done it.
okay, that's good.
I'll say because he's so kind of shocked about Guz's death, and he seems to trust you that he's not really paying attention to you, Kevin, and you can cast. What was it you wanted to cast?
Locate object on the wand. See if I can find it. And that's within 1,000 feet.
Is there anything that has to be rolled?
No, it's just she detects it.
No. It's on his person.
Oh.
Oh, no, you
What?
wait. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object.
Oh,
Oh, so yeah, you can just detect a wand.
yeah. Cool. You scared me. It's on his person. Right. Do I know roughly where on his person?
In his hand. And then we have to roll initiative.
It's in what's it's. You make an educated guess that it's in his trouser pockets underneath his robes.
Okay.
While he's making this cup of tea, I want to like watch him to make sure that it is a genuine cup of tea, and he's not trying to like put anything in us to kill us.
Roll
Perception? Yeah, that's probably what I would say too.
Six.
You have no idea. When he asks if you want sugar, he puts something that looks like sugar in. When he asks if you want milk, he puts something that looks like milk in. It looks like a cup of tea.
Okay.
What brand are the tea bags?
Did he also put the sugar and the milk in his tea?
He has milk but no sugar.
I also have milk but no sugar.
That's how I take my tea.
Same.
Anyway. Yeah.
So yeah, so
I have sugar, no
how do
milk.
you take your tea?
I'm back inside.
All of the teas are on the table, made to your specifications.
Ooh, is this chamomile?
Huh?
What?
English breakfast.
That's gonna.
It's my second favorite.
It's okay. He calls himself Flamingo and it's actually Flamingo. He just pronounces things different.
No, it's not about the pronunciation.
Oh.
He said about having milk with his tea,
Oh,
and
but
then
you
said
don't
about
have milk with
chamomile
chamomile
tea.
tea.
That's
Okay.
disgusting. Sorry.
What?
We'll move on. Don't worry.
I don't have milk with my tea.
He had sugar with his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sugar no milk.
We'll move on.
I know. I know someone. When I was in sixth form, we went on a school trip, and there was a little break section where we had tea. And he looked, and after halfway through, he looked up and says, "This doesn't taste like caramel." Caramel. And he put like milk in, and I'm like, oh, it tastes like caramel.
Anyway, so
Oh my gosh.
yes, I've been watching them and they keep getting closer. I don't know what to do about it.
Oh.
He looks at you and did you know Gus for long?
So who?
York.
Did I know
Gus.
him for long? I mean,
Yeah.
I only knew from seeing him fight, he seemed like a good man.
He was a good man. Did you know he was a painter?
No.
No. He used to draw me pictures. He did all the time. I told him they were the best things in the world. But quite terrible, of course. I'll send you the pictures.
What?
Oh my gosh.
The most excellent master note.
Aw.
Me. Vater?
Farter? Because of the little stuff coming out of its
Ah,
butt.
They're amazing. Is that the sheep in the
he was,
picture?
he was. Oh yeah, he didn't really like the sheep, but you know, kind of just gestures there.
Why did the sheep stay behind? I don't understand.
The sheep was attempting to hide.
Attempting.
Because in the sheep's mind, he doesn't want to go to Noak, since Noak was who put him in. But then, you know, Noak's a bit. You hear some quite insistent bleating. Like, bah, bah.
Well, someone doesn't sound too happy.
Oh, he's fine. Sheep bleat all the time.
But it was pretty quiet.
He's just
on the way
glad to be
here.
home.
Do we make anything out
He's
from
just
what he
vaguely, but it does sound like the spell it's starting to wear off.
Okay.
You have been out for quite some time now.
Speak with
Yeah.
animals.
Oh.
Can
I like signal like to like my hip area towards whatever your name is?
Kelna?
Kalna. Can I just call you Kalani?
No. Kelna.
Anyway. So yeah, not doing the Macarena, but doing, because I feel like I can be weird while also proving a point, because he, I think, is quite scared of me because he doesn't know what to expect. So just do, in primary school where you had to do the like hip circle things in PE.
Hula hoops.
No, like when you were stretching in PE and you had to like stretch. Was I the only one that did this? Anyway, just doing like hip movements, like holding where
You just
pockets
kind of
would
start
be.
swaying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
Okay, that's fine. Could you? 12.
Can I make something
Could
to
do with a
see
bit
if
of
I
work,
actually...
but
And I do like eyes as well, like.
Can I make an insight check to see if I understand what she's getting at?
yes.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, boy.
you
So
gather that she wants your attention.
now I'm confused because I'm getting mixed signals from her, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna put my hands together and just point to my ring on my finger to be like, I'm married.
But I thought he understood. I thought she understood
No.
what I was saying.
He said that all
I
I
mean,
get is that
he
you're trying to
knows
get my
you want.
attention.
But I was a 19.
Your performance wasn't very good.
Yeah, but surely the DC would be.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
She's trying to tell me that the wand
Is
is
in the
around
pocket.
his pockets.
That's all.
Yeah, no. you get
Anyway.
that. You get that they're trying to get your attention.
Okay. After you did and married or whatever, I'll like put my eyes towards the belt to be like, one,
Okay,
the
yeah.
wand, the wand.
Kalna, yeah, follows your gaze.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Nook, how long have you owned this beautiful house?
Well, I've lived here for about 30 years now.
Oh,
Hmm.
30.
He is 50.
Yeah, give or take.
Because when we found out that the sheep was yours, we obviously, I'm not from this area, so I had to inquire about it. And I spoke to
Naturally.
someone at a tavern, and they said that this was Mr. Shinebright's house
He
previously.
kind of hails a little bit, but kind of yeah. My old master. I was apprenticed to Shinebright, and he kind of says the name with venom. But you know, once I graduated as a wizard, Shinebright went off on his merry way and left all of his possessions to me.
Oh, seems like a good man.
Insight? I guess there's no point because we already know the. I was gonna say insight, but I guess there's no really point because we already know the story.
Unless Shinebright's lying.
True. All right, I'll insight. Jeez. I'm not gonna take that because that just seems. All right.
That was a bad roll. I'm not taking that.
No, it was a natural 20. It just seemed unfair because I rolled like 4 times beforehand. 14.
You get the gist that he's not lying about how long he's lived there for, but he's not telling the truth about Shinebright.
Okay. Kind of let's just look at Kilna and be like,
I'd say you notice the gaze.
oh, he notices the gaze. What he said?
I noticed.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you'd notice the gaze.
Wow, you're such a homophobe.
What do you mean? Wow, Chris, how dare you?
Just because I'm gay.
That was the point of the joke.
That's so. You're such a homophobe. God.
Okay, well done. Be proud of yourself.
I'm so offended
Oh
right now.
my gosh.
I don't know. I don't want to be the first one to make any kind of
Well, do you want me to be the
move
first
on
one?
this. I don't know. I
I'm
don't know what to do.
gonna just like walk
You hear
over.
very loud bars and bleatings coming from outside.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
suggest to Mr. Noak that
Suggest isn't actually suggest.
I don't have suggestion.
Okay, I was just making
I'm
sure.
just gonna suggest to Mr. Nook that maybe the sheep is like missing you. Maybe we should go down and reunite you. Well, reunite it with you, its owner.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Yeah, what's the point? He'll be around for a while. He just misses his bed.
Hmm.
At which point I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna look at
Flaming.
Flamingo and give Flamingo a nod to be like, now.
Oh,
and I'm,
okay,
and
not
I'm
me
gonna
then.
cast Vicious Mockery and say he'll be around for a while, but you might not. He needs to do a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
You haven't learnt. Or have you?
What, that he's wise?
That's like the first category to put your highest thing in with the wizard.
A wisdom saving throw, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets rolls of 13.
That fails. So
Ooh.
he takes 2d4
13
of
total.
damage.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
He
Okay.
takes 5 points of damage.
Psychic.
Psychic damage.
Is that actually I was guessing?
I believe so, yeah.
Wow, I'm so smart.
How many points, sorry?
5, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Oh, are we attacking?
I mean, I've just attacked.
And then I will. Am I allowed to?
I mean,
Am I
I
allowed to
gave,
do that?
I gave Flay the nod.
Yeah, but you didn't give me the nod, did you?
Yeah, so you don't know if I'm attacking, unless you know that that's a
Are you
spell.
are you all like attacking at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Guiding bolt at 2nd level. Please. Wow. To roll to hit.
What?
I rolled a natural 20, but I'm not within 5 feet of you, so I don't get sneak attack, so it's just gonna be a...
No, I'm within 5 feet of him, so you do
Oh.
get sneak attack.
Okay, I thought it was I had to be in 5 feet of another...
No,
25
it's...
to hit.
Okay.
That hit.
Awesome. $16 points of damage.
27 points of damage.
Nice.
No.
So
rolled
that's
like
40,
2
47
ones.
total from all 3 of us.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, that's much more like it. What?
What are you supposed to?
I think I need. Oh, wait, because I don't think we had initiative. Just go.
Okay. Brett, what did you roll?
Trying to see if it added it or not. Because Swashbuckler, I get my charisma added to my initiative, but I don't know. 19 total.
Chris?
I got 6 and Grace got 7.
Okay. Okay, it is Flamingo's turn first.
Okay. Going
The
to...
bear outside does hear all this ruckus and edges his way forward.
Okay. I'm going to move on the side of him.
Advantage on your attack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we're flanking.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab him with my dagger.
Roll to hit.
Attack the 9 plus Now would I get sneak attack on this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the new round. So
Okay.
the first one's a surprise round, and then it goes to a new round.
9 plus 8, so 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Ooh, good roll. 18 points of damage, and that's my turn.
The wizard's looking really beat now already. He is just a frail little human after all. And he looks panicked, very panicked, and scared, and he's gone pale. And he whips this long, it looks like kind of half a tree branch out of his arm, and you can see it's kind of, it looks like a branch with just things added to it, like kind of an arts and crafts class. And he waves it about above his head, and sparks flying everywhere, and he ended up pointing it at the dining room table, and suddenly the dining room table starts to morph. The chairs kind of meld into it, and they kind of clamp down, almost like legs. The dish plates and mugs form into kind of like a head, almost, kind of snapping like a mouth. And bits of cutlery work its way around and fork up as a tail. And suddenly, what looks like a wyvern made out of furniture is there in the middle of the kitchen.
Interesting.
And I'm going to say all of you, including the wizard, are now slammed back to your respective walls as this bursts into life.
Alrighty. Stronger than I thought.
How do I make things bigger? Oh no, I can do it. This looks simple.
So it's a
Yeah, I'll
furniture
do that.
wyvern.
Yes.
Interesting.
And it is the wyvern's go.
Okay.
I hope I'm saying that right as well. I've never had to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Was that Noak's? That was Noak's turn, right? That he just used.
Yeah. And that's kind of all Noak can
Well
do.
then, obviously missed a lot.
He got his one thing out.
Turn himself into a dragon.
No, he created a wyvern from furniture. He created a wyvern from furniture.
Right.
So the table became like his body, and the chairs became his body, and then not cutlery, the plates and cups and stuff became his head, and the cutlery became his tail. And now it's the wyvern's turn. And the bear is getting closer.
You hear banging on the door, as it seems as if the door locked as you went in. The bear is unable to get
Got a break?
in.
You said it's the wyvern's turn, right?
The wyvern targets Flamingo. since he's done a
Um,
considerable amount of damage
Okay.
to his master.
Oh, yeah, the wizard's looking weak.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Well, all my dice. "19 points of damage."
Okay. I'll uncanny dodge. Take half that. So 19 half is 8? 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Woo! Okay.
And that is the table's turn.
Tables turn.
Uh,
Oh, how the tables have
Greg,
turned.
Maybe.
I think
Is
so.
it Grace's turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Bring the map up.
You were slammed against that wall.
Right. Does that mean I'm prone?
That's
No,
really
I'll
good.
say, you know, like those things that you used to throw at windows and they splattered? You're kind of like that if you're lizarding.
Okay. And where's the master on the map? Yay. Where's the master on the map?
The what?
The master. The wizard.
He's there.
Right.
So
So-
you've got the wyvern between you and him.
Right. Is that really how this is going to be? Okay. I could still use guiding bolt though, couldn't I?
Depends if you have
Do
to
you have to-
see him.
Doesn't
No,
say
it
that.
just says within range.
Within range, yeah.
So I just need to hit. Which is going to be the... Let me just... Excuse me. Lost you. Oh. Oh, yeah. 26 to hit.
That hits.
And this is at level 2. I hate doing them when
You
that
no
happens.
longer have that weapon.
Have what? Oh yeah, no, it wasn't used.
No, it's just underneath.
19 points of damage.
Wizard looking very bad.
Really?
Is that your turn?
Let me look at bonus actions to see what we can do. Oh, I don't think I can do anything. Wait, is guiding bolt the action? Yes, it is. So in theory, no, I can't. No, it's different. I will use /cast Shield of Faith upon myself for the bounce. That's a lot. So now I see.
As a free action, the wizard taps himself on the head with the wand, which explodes into a shower of sparks. And suddenly the wizard turns into Gloop. He is no longer there.
Did he just
He is now
teleport himself to the...
He is now inert glue. inert goop.
Hmm.
But the
So does that
wyvern is still
mean
there.
Brett ate some of him?
You kind of figure out that Wally didn't eat. He ate some of whoever was sentry up on the up on the guard tower. Chris, it is your turn.
Hmm. Okay.
You still hear banging on the door.
I am going to cast or attempt to cast Bestow Curse on the wyvern. So it needs to do a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Ooh, 14, so it just hits.
Okay, so while it's cursed, so this is for a minute as long as I can keep concentration. It must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turn. If it fails, then it can't do anything that turn.
It's a beautiful spell.
How long does a round go on for?
6 seconds, so that's 10 rounds.
As long as it doesn't succeed.
As long, well, no, I think. I don't know if it stays.
It says up to a minute.
Yeah, but that's if I lose concentration. So does it have to do the 15 wisdom?
Roll curse, and the curse lasts for a minute. So I'd say
Yeah.
even if it succeeds on the next go, it still
It's,
have to.
yeah, so yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
okay.
Anything else?
I mean, I was gonna say something to the wizard, but he's disappeared into gloop. So,
The gloop's still there.
but I don't know if it's actually
There.
sentient. I'm just gonna say.
You can roll like an intelligence check right now if you like.
Okay. Yes. Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
17.
You've got the feeling that it's just sentient goop. Can't do anything, can't move.
Okay. I'm just
you know.
gonna say. We only came for the wand.
The goop remains silent.
And that's my turn, I think.
Flamingo is up next.
Actually, sorry. Now, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word at Flamingo.
Michael?
I don't cast spells, so give me a second. Healing Word.
You could have
just
done
click
it.
that.
Yeah, you could have done it on there though.
Oh, I don't.
That's what I'm telling you now. That bit that says spell
That's
slot.
7.
Just click it and I'll do it for you.
7 hit points you get back.
Thank you.
And if you wanted to change the level, you'd click on the positive in this
So
case.
that says 3. Is that
Yeah, because
3
you have
left?
3 spells. Yes.
Not sure what to do with the gloop. I guess I'm just gonna fight what
Eat more of it.
just gonna fight the big furniture wyvern. So I'm gonna try and stab it with my dagger.
Roll for hit.
That is a 24 to hit.
Nice.
That hits.
7, 8, 11, 16 points of damage.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
The wyvern has to 15 wisdom check, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, did you bestow curse on the wyvern?
Ooh, natural 20.
Okay. Oh.
Fuck the wyvern.
The wyvern rears its head back.
Oh.
And attempts to bray out like a dragon breathing out fire. It kind of sends shards of splinters out. You need to make a dexterity save, DC 13.
Who?
Everyone?
That would just be Flamingo and counter.
13 dex, I think.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Saving throw.
14.
Oh.
6. That's 23.
Both of you expertly dodge all the little bits of splinters that
Yeah.
are coming out of the wyvern's mouth.
Half damage, or if you just dodge the whole thing?
I think it just dodged the whole thing. Oh no, half as much. You dodge half the shard. Oh, I don't have enough dice for this. I'm 1d6 short.
I'll roll it for you. Oh, I got a 1.
That's just a 1. You both take 11 points of damage. That's already harmed
Already, yeah.
for your convenience.
Can I uncanny dodge that to take quarter?
I had a feeling that was
Did
going to
you
happen.
already uncanny touch this round?
It's a new round though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, sorry. You did. I mean, you haven't. Yes. Go on.
Yeah, why not?
Was that?
You've got to take a quarter of the original. So,
Okay.
What was the
6.
original?
No,
What was the original?
I
23.
can't do math. 20. No, it doesn't matter. You can take 5.
I get what he's saying. If it was 23, a quarter is closer to 6 than it is to 5, but we round down, so.
Okay.
I'll take 6 just so I don't feel as bad. Okay. Whose turn?
That ends the wyvern's turn, so it is now Kevin's turn.
Kevin!
Is the wyvern, or is it wyvern? Is right? I'm not making that. It's not like focused on me, right? So
No.
would I be able to run towards the wizard person?
It's not.
Where is it?
The wizard
Yeah.
is a liquid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It's like here.
Oh,
He's out of the fight. I've cleared up the ground to stand on.
I was gonna try and dispel magic. Oh, that's me.
Why doesn't this move how I want it to move?
Oh, that's changed
you're mad.
everything now. Okay. What I shall do instead is first level. Oh, actually, can I touch its tail?
If you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to inflict
It's-
wounds on its tail,
Okay.
please. I don't know if you turned the oven off. Didn't sound like it was on. You can go and check if you'd like. So yes, I will roll for the attack. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. 13 to hit. I don't think it hits.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh. Wait. Oh. I had something I could have used to help with that, and I didn't use it in time. Never mind. It's okay.
So you're two done.
That's right.
Yeah.
I said yeah.
Oh. So that's me, right?
Oh.
What am I looking at? The bottom one?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You can carry on.
Um,
Giving up.
Okay, Chris's turn. Kalna.
I'll check the oven.
I'm already concentrating on I am gonna cast. Okay, no, I'm not, because that will probably kill someone. I am gonna.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned the wand is on top of the gloop on the floor.
Oh,
Oh.
in that case, I am gonna pick up the wand.
You can pick it up.
Is that an action or is it a free action?
No, it's a free action.
And then I'm gonna. Oh wait, that's me. Not gonna do that.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna thunderclap again.
I could have taken it anyway.
And it needs to do a Constitution save of 15.
Okay.
What?
You really like doing con saves for things that are massive.
It fails.
That point still stands.
2d6 of lightning damage. That's 2 damage. And a loud thunder noise is heard for 100 feet.
Everyone just kind of like cringes a bit. It's too loud. The apes are kind of now looking curiously up at the house. They're startled, and they're shoving the sheep and locking him in the toilet.
I'm gonna
locking the sheep in the toilet. Is that what you said?
as a bonus
It smells
action.
quite bad after. What is your bonus action?
Have you not taken any damage?
No. It's lovely, isn't
it? As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word again on Flamingo.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is 6 hit points.
Nice. Thanks.
That brings it around to Flamingo's turn.
I'm going to stab it once more.
Roll for the attack. Roll to hit.
Nope. That's I thought it was cocked, but it's not. That's a natural 1. I do not hit him.
Not hit.
And that's my turn.
Is he technically not flanked by Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say that's flanking.
Advantage. Wait, you said that when he.
Sorry, I didn't
How
think about
dare
it.
you?
Uh,
I
21 to hit.
Yeah, that
Can I re-roll it?
No.
Because that's so mean.
um,
I'm really upset by this.
17 points of damage, and that's my turn.
okay. Wyvern attempts.
Wisdom save.
Oh, damn it, yeah. At 14.
Fails. Can't do anything for the turn.
The Wyvern does nothing. Grace, it is your turn.
What was he saying?
The curse that I put on him.
Oh,
Wisdom. If he fails 15, then he can't do anything for that round.
we rolled the last round.
Yeah, but the curse still stays.
Oh, okay.
It's just the curse stays for a minute, or unless
Oh,
I
got
break.
you. Okay, got you.
Unless I break on concentration on it.
So he has to roll to see if he can actually attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna try inflict wounds again. This time with advantage. Where's my D10? This is why I get really long rolls for both.
The buying coming from outside is now a bit more muffled.
2 1s?
Doesn't know.
2 3s.
Ah.
Never mind.
It's like
I'll,
you just.
I'll let you roll one more for the one you missed last time.
Aren't you kind?
Would you like to do anything else with your own?
Don't touch me.
Could you add 10?
I
To one of your
could.
3s.
I could. Because technically Dylan didn't say it didn't hit. So we'll do that. So 3 plus 10, 13 plus 7, 20 to hit.
Sure.
She has a is it
I can only
bonus
use
action?
them once every. There's a special
Oh,
effect.
it's
thing.
just a special thing
It's channel divinity.
where she can add 10 to an attack.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
Do you? Oh wait, no. I'll just use.
How often can you
It's
do
just
that?
so hard. Huh?
Hmm?
How-
Once a day.
Oh, okay.
One time.
That's not bad. 19 points of damage. That was very sad.
You were really clutching at straws there to be able to actually do anything. But it worked. You can be happy now.
There's now kind of bits of table littering the floor and a lot of smashed cutlery all around the place, but the the table wyvern seems to be somewhat maintained in its shape. Chris, it's your turn. Kalna.
Okay.
I'm just going to go to the toilet really quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Any dodge broken?
Yeah.
Yep. It's basically rage, but you could choose. I guess it's just one. Like if
This
there
is
was multiple
dexterity
attacks.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff as well.
It's like literally you don't have to be doing do it once a turn.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's why I did say I could take it earlier.
I'm doing something else here. I'm assuming that because it's in that square that it takes the damage, yeah? Welcome back.
Chris, it is your turn.
Okay, so I am going to cast Shatter in this spot
Okay.
here, and it's a 10-foot radius, so it only hits the wyvern.
Okay. Do you have to see where you're aiming, where you're casting?
It's just a point of my
What was your
choice
choice?
within
Right.
range.
Okay. Yep.
A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
It's not made of stone.
Hmm?
Is it made of stone, crystal?
But it's got metal. It's got cutlery in it.
Okay, yeah, fair point. Hmm.
It's a constitution saving throw.
Um,
I don't know whether you want to have disadvantage or not.
I don't know. It's classed here as a large dragon,
Oh.
and you know it is largely made of wood, which is organic.
Hmm.
No, I don't think it will have disadvantage.
Okay.
Bye.
I don't have any burning
It rolls
spells.
an 8.
It rolls
Or
an
was
8.
it a Constitution save?
Yeah. 15 it needs to make.
So yeah, no, 11.
Okay, so it takes 3d8 thunder damage.
Which one do you want?
Oh. That's 18 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, the table's looking very beat up now.
Just the tail.
So we get on to Flamingo's turn, unless you want a bonus action.
I'm gonna no, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Flamingo?
Dagger? 15 plus 8. That's 22 to hit.
That hits.
5, that's 8 plus 15, 20 points of damage. And that's my turn.
As you hit the table with a flurry of blows, The wyvern kind of rears its head back and makes dragon noises that sound a bit splintery. And it collapses onto the floor and reverts back into separate objects of table, chairs, and it is no more.
I once again go to
You're
it
now out
and
of
whisper.
initiative.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't respond.
So
You
funny.
don't think it would have understood you even if it was alive.
Shall we?
So are we out of combat now?
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's still
banging.
buying in the distance and banging at the door.
I am gonna take a look at the wand to see if I can get any kind of understanding of it.
Do you have identify?
No. Do you?
Okay. Might tell me if you need to roll something.
Oh, this
specific.
spellcaster's
Make an Arcana check.
7.
Wow. Amazing.
It looks like a magic wand.
Okay.
I want to try it, but this doesn't count for anything. I just feel very competitive right now. I think I need a win.
So you roll a natural 20.
I'm not going to say it because
You roll.
20 total.
So yeah, you come over and like snatch the wand, and you kind of look it up and down. A magic wand, like half a tree branch with little kind of metal rings part way through, but it looks like it's had additions made to it. Like it's still kind of crackling a bit, slightly smoking. You figure that the additions made onto it have made it quite unreliable, and you figure that must be why it's turning people to goop.
Would it be possible for me to dispel
So he
extra?
accidentally turned himself to goo.
Yeah, because you figure it must still work some of the time because he made the dragon,
Yeah.
the wyvern.
Could I dispel the additions? Would that be possible?
No, they're manually built in. They're not kind of metaphysical.
Should we head downstairs?
We've got a bear and 2 apes
Yeah.
Should we go out that? Oh wait, we can't go out there. Well, we could. It just mean we'll have to jump out the window.
How high up are we?
I think he said 60 feet.
The lowest platform's 10 feet.
Oh.
20 feet above the ground.
20 feet.
We can make that.
Yeah. Why not? Give it a go. I have full HP.
Where's the window?
I mean,
I'd say there's like a window there, like in each of the kind of corners, so to speak.
They're infinite corners in a circle.
Yeah, I know. I said so to speak. Whenever I do that, it opens a dictionary on my laptop, and it's getting ridiculous.
So, if there's one on like this wall, I feel like we should jump out here.
Okay, and I jump out the window with the wand.
I guess we go with that.
Acrobatics.
Are you not going to search the building?
I mean, they can. I just want to get the wand to its owner so we can like.
I'm gonna head up to the room.
Kevin goes to the window then and makes
acrobatics, I assume.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Skills. I will guide myself so I get a 2-4 because why not? It's a cantrip. It's so good. What?
I was just saying it's +2. Yeah, you need it.
D4. This is going to be really sad. I can just tell. 13.
You don't land very well, but you don't take any damage.
Cool. I'll go to where I can hear the barring because I don't want a meta game. Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll open it
search
up.
this room.
Roll an investigation check. Maybe.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
So 21 total.
It looks like just the personal possessions of Nope. There are a couple more like little sketchings from what was the other guy's name?
Gust.
Guz. From Guz. Some more wizard robes. There's nothing really remarkable or interesting up there.
I want to search
Like the
his.
bedroom of a wizard.
Yeah, I want to search the bedroom.
Oh, I got both of you confused.
Oh.
Yes, I searched this room.
Okay. So in that room, it is a kitchen. There is nothing special in the kitchen.
Okay.
It's a mess. It's got broken bits of cutlery everywhere, but it looks like it can very well suffice for a small group of people, such as a wizard and his friend orc living.
Now Brett
yeah,
knows
yeah.
that there was nothing in that.
Yeah, I'll give you that information for free.
Okay.
Those rooms quite boring, really.
I'm gonna go into this room then and see if I
I'm
can
gonna
find
free,
anything in here.
not bright side.
The dining room
Shine
again
Bright.
just looks like a normal dining room. What was that, sorry,
Okay.
Grace?
I will free Shine Bright and give him the wand. Or just drop the wand in front of him.
The one, it looks at the one that looks at you and bars insistently. Bah!
Can't understand you, mate.
He headbutts you and bah!
He wants me to use it. Bibbity bobbity boo.
Bah! Do you attempt to use the wand?
I guide myself. Yeah, I guess. Oh, there's something that's gonna
I'd like you to make an Arcana check.
+1.
Turns into goop.
21.
You bippity boppity boo. Showers of sparks and smoke emanate from the wand. And when it clears, there is a very old naked elf stood in front of you. By God, you did it! I got a bit scared there. I thought I was going to be trapped in that bathroom forever.
Would you like something to cover yourself?
He looks down and said, "Oh, my clothes are in the house. Let's go."
There's a bear and 2 primates. I can't remember the species of, and know that
Apes.
Chris will get upset with me if I get it wrong.
Just call them apes.
Well, I already said primates, so yeah. I don't know if you've got this, or not. So, are you ready? Because I jumped out of a window to get to you. So,
What do you mean there's a bear?
well, the
Apes.
bear and the apes, I'm assuming, caught you. I was scared. I was like, "What is that?"
Why haven't you
And
killed
you're
them?
like, well, we didn't need to.
But how are we going to get into my house?
I can throw you in. Maybe.
I can't stay in my house forever.
How would you feel about climbing up some rope? Or being lifted up with some rope?
He kind of looks at you, shocked, and like, I am not once more allowing myself to be a prisoner in my own home.
Okay. I don't know how to help.
And then he looks at you again and like, where's the elf? Bring me the half elf. That'll have some sense. And you get the impression that they're a little bit right.
Really? Would not have guessed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bite him.
Roll.
Bearing in mind, biting gives you more damage than otherwise. Okay.
If you hit.
But he's got nothing on him, so it's pretty good chance that I hit. Right?
I've only got the stats for Shine Bright when he was a sheep, but I don't know.
I mean, a human's AC unarmored is
It's
10,
10.
or a person unarmored is 10. So I would assume that he's 10, and
Ah.
you got a 9.
Ah,
So it was more of a snap than a bite.
how dare you? I'll do it again.
By then, he's already backed away quite
It's fine,
considerably.
I'm fast.
What on earth are you doing?
You racist man. You don't know what you're talking about. Do you know who I am?
The gorillas
No.
have noticed you and come over.
That's fine.
And they kind of look at the elf. They look at the elf a bit confused and go, ugh, and make gorilla noises that you don't understand. And Finer the Shine Bright says, oh, enough with this nonsense. Come into the house. We have a scroll there, another scroll of speak with animals.
I'm
And
not
the gorillas
going
kind
with
of look at each
you.
other. And,
Oh, I'm not talking
and
to me,
look
that's
at,
fine.
and then they kind of they're very confused and they just go with him because they're very surprised that they're just suddenly confronted with a naked elf where their sheep used to be.
I'm gonna kick him in the backside as he leaves.
He's already too tentative towards you to.
Fine.
What is it with one-shots and people trying to kill, like, the character that you're supposed to
They're not
save?
usually racist, though, are they?
Like, mine was killed in my one-shot.
Yeah, but not by us.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh?
I can't remember who killed him.
That's fine.
The bear looks also confused, and Vinether says, kind of, yeah, get out of my way, and waves his hand, and all the doors unlock magically, and the bear is just confused and follows. So there's like a little party going on in the house now.
I'm gonna sunbathe.
I'm going to come into this room to find Flamingo and be like, oh, I'm assuming that you're Shine Bright?
Shining, 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 shining.
Another intelligent creature. Yes, I am now an elf once more. We are going to get my scroll of speak animals and settle this buffoonery with these apes. bear. And and he takes a moment and goes to the exact right spot, pulls that scroll, opens it, and you can now all understand what the animals are saying.
All
They're
except
initially
for one.
That's fine.
like, what the hell is going on? The bears and like, you have kept me prisoner for 2 years now, aiding Nook and his pet orc. And they look in, like, what are you on about? The sheep! I was the sheep! And they're like, what? And they're like, yeah, they're like, listen, man, we we're just hired guards. Hired guards, my ass, blah, blah, blah. And he
Don't look
starts
at me
waving
like
the
that.
wand. He starts waving. Oh, no, he doesn't have the wand. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Where's my wand?
Oh, should I break it? Hmm. You
And he
okay?
starts marching over.
But I think
Like,
he's gonna
lizard,
save-
bring me my wand.
Hmm?
He's gonna turn them back into whatever.
Why?
I need to relieve these guards of their animal instinct.
Okay, but first you need to apologize to me
Apologize. What on earth for?
for your prejudice.
He looks like he wants to argue very much, but he really
I'll
wants
break
his wand
it.
back. He kind of bites his tongue. I apologize most sincerely.
For what?
He kind of grits his teeth. For my prejudices, great and small.
Right. I hand him the wand and I go back to sunbathing.
He looks at the wand kind of oddly, because it wasn't the wand that he had before. It's now quite modified by Noak, and it's like madman, no, madman. But he attempts to use it on the beast anyway.
I hope he turns to gloop.
The bear shifts back into a human, as does the first ape, but the second dissolves into a pile of goo.
This is so sad.
And
If in the chat.
Fine never looks down and just and walks back, carries on into his home. Seems like he doesn't really care.
I send a message.
And he looks at you. He looks at the two humans remaining and says, "Your help here is no longer required. I'd thank you to collect your belongings and leave my estate." And they kind of look at each other oddly and wander back down to their bedrooms to collect their things, realizing that the status quo has indeed just changed. And Farnether turns to you two in the room. Why is this so difficult? He can say like that. And says, "I thank you most kindly for your service. Now I need to see to reorganizing my household. if you will, kind of gestures towards the door.
I put my hand out and I say, and if you will.
He looks at your hands and says, how much do you want?
1 million gold.
Per person.
He looks at you and says, well, as you can imagine, my 2 years as a sheep were hardly profitable. And he kind of gestures to himself naked and like, I don't exactly have any gold on me. He says, what I can do though is perform transmutations. That is my specialty.
Yeah, they
Can you turn a lizard into a rabbit? I'm joking.
they seem like they work well, you know, as I point to the gloop on the floor. I don't think that's
Yes, it seems Noak became rather power hungry after he took the wand from me. Yeah, the wand, you see, can only be used a limited amount of times before it needs to rest. Nook made modifications to it to use it almost indefinitely, time and time again, but it has taken its toll on the magic. The wand is almost beyond repair. I shall have to start again. Luckily, I have all my research available now. This wand should last a little bit longer. Any transmutations?
I'm not there.
Oh my god, that's easy.
What?
I just figured out that I don't have to click buttons to swap it around. And just swizzle to my heart. Oh.
How to do that?
Have you guys decided what you're gonna do?
I think you might have to come up with some other sort of payment because we are not in need of transmutation. And if you don't,
We'll take your help.
we might have to.
If I don't,
we might have to transmutate you.
and how exactly would you do that?
With Sheila and Desiree. And I hold both my daggers out.
Oh my gosh.
Are you threatening me?
No.
Promising.
The wizard is now getting rather irate. I'd please ask you to leave my home.
Look over at Kilna?
Kelna.
Come
He
on.
sees your glances and begins waving his wand.
He becomes Goop.
I do have his wisdom somewhere. The wand gives off a puff and a spark, and the elf. Where's my book? The elf transmutes himself back into a sheep, dropping the massively spritzing wand.
Should we behead him?
Did he do that on purpose?
And he begins to bar insistently. Bah!
Are we still able to
Seems
communicate with animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can hear, no, change me back, change me back. I cannot be a sheep again. Change me back this instant.
I
It's
say,
taken ages, so I'm gonna come back up.
you
because
did
I'm
this
bored.
to yourself, and I take my rapier and I run it across his neck. The throat.
The sheep's blood spills across the carpet.
We're
as he
having
lays there dead.
mutton for tonight.
And then I run outside to find the what used to be a gorilla and bear, or ape and bear, and I tell them that they can stay here for as long as they like, because we now run this place.
Yes.
Oh, great! The same wages as before.
What were the wages?
I don't know. 5 gold a week.
That's a lot.
I say,
Wow.
How about 3? And I flutter my eyelashes.
They look at you and say, "We'll take 1 as long as we don't have to be turned back into animals."
Deal. Wow. I've got 500 and something million gold.
You know in prophecy as well. That's
Exactly. And I go back in and I say to the others, "You guys can stay here too if you'd like."
Same wages as before?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd like it very much.
I'd like a raise.
Oh. You can go from 0 to 1 copper a week. But the main bedroom is mine. And my wife will be joining us at some point.
Relax.
Hmm?
Relax.
Just saying. Don't get any ideas.
I wasn't. I was trying to tell you where the wand was.
as you settle down into your new home, the wand now adorns a special place on the mantelpiece. And this particular adventure comes to a close.
Hey.
Very good, very good.
Where's the wizard?
You didn't kill everyone.
The wizard's
I'm not
dead.
surprised.
Is that what you wanted?
I don't know. I didn't. I think you could have gotten through the whole adventure without harming a fly.
But where's the fun in that?
Probably would have been very short.
Yeah.
So was he trying to turn himself into something else and he just messed up, so he turned himself back into a sheep?
He was trying to turn you into a sheep.
Oh, so he turned him. Okay.
Was that just a bad
Yeah,
roll, or did you just want that to happen?
I wanted something fun to happen. It wasn't because a really bad roll would have made the wand explode.
Oh.
Mm.
But it was quite close, so I figured the wand would do almost what he wanted it to.
Turn something into a sheep.
That was fun.
It was.
Oh,
I made a good estimation of how long it would take as well. Not
yeah.
too much past the usual.
Yeah. We started a little past 6 too as well.
You mean 11? I was concerned after like the first round and we'd done like 65 points of damage to the wizard and you were like, he's almost dead. I was like, I hope he's got something as a backup.
I just wanted to turn him into goose. He would have been dead anyway. I'm like,
Also, it turned
takes
out
away a lot of the dramatic.
I didn't need my ring because I don't think I've really used any spells.
No.
What'd the ring do?
It's just more spells.
Oh.
I had 3 spell slots left.
So I had
4.
5. I had 10 spells left.
These socks are really weird.
I'm glad that the
Alright, stream. Gonna head off. Hope you all enjoyed this very entertaining one shot. I'm gonna say we should be back next week for normal D&D, hopefully. But be playing games during the week. Want to come by and watch that as well? More than likely to join. Thank you, Chris. That's quite a bit of bits for that, but I appreciate it. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, back to normal D&D next Saturday. Playing games during the week, so if you want to come by and enjoy, appreciate it. Anyways, on the Bearded Monkey, I got Banana Split. Bye-bye.